Welcome into Rogue Football. I'm your host, Jordan Lugo. Thank you so much for tuning in here. Right now, we are talking about Denzel Mims to the Detroit Lions. Fired up to get into it. If you're enjoying the content here on the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us out a ton. So, Denzel Mims, wide receiver, getting traded from the Jets to the Lions. It's a conditional 6th from the Lions for a 7th and Denzel Mims from the Jets. The condition on the pick swap is Mims making the 53-man roster in 2023. And we're talking about 2025 picks here, not even 2024. So very low value trade, no big surprise there. But as a Denzel Mims truther, someone who was very high on him heading into the draft a few years ago, I don't think that there is a much better place for him to land than Detroit, right? He's not going to be forced into a big role that he's not ready for. Instead, he'll be dropped into a high-powered offense with a lot of talent, with really good coaching, where he can just kind of work his way in my opinion. You know, even without Jamison Williams to start the season, the Lions still have plenty of pass catchers. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the slot. Marvin Jones is back from Jacksonville. Josh Reynolds is still there. Has great rapport with Jared Goff. And then you've got rookies Sam Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs dropped in, who are going to be big focal points in the passing game as well, in my opinion. But if Mims is able to prove himself to this coaching staff in practice, right, in preseason, he can absolutely get reps early on because Jamison Williams, he is suspended for the first 6 games. So if Mims can kind of take over some of those reps on the outside, he's got incredible length and athleticism at the position, very good speed as well, big catch radius. I think he's shown the ability to play at a high level in this league. He just hasn't been able to sustain it consistently. And I think a big part of that is the fact that the Jets have just been pretty much unwilling since his rookie year to give him a legitimate role. And maybe that's stuff going on behind the scenes, stuff going on in practice, injuries, what have you. But for me, I think the key for Denzel Mims getting more comfortable in an offense and playing more consistently is just going to be more reps. And I think he'll be able to earn those in training camp for the Detroit Lions. If Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson and wide receiver coach Antoine Randall, former receiver himself, can get some level of consistency and focus from Denzel Mims, I think the talent is there for him to be an impact player in this offense, and thinking about what that could look like once Jamison Williams is back. If Denzel Mims is able to get himself going, you have 2 big-time speed vertical threats on the outside. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown in the slot. You have Marvin Jones as a possession receiver, Josh Reynolds who can do some things for you, and Sam Laporta who can be a seam-stretching tight end, a tight end that can win in a lot of different scenarios. Jahmyr Gibbs, who is an excellent receiver out of the backfield and in the slot, and he can line up out wide as well. I'm fired up for this offense. I was already excited for it. Now you drop Denzel Mims into the mix and you just have another option, another player who has the potential to make a real impact here. I'm really fired up for it. The great thing is there's no real pressure or preconceived notions with this coaching staff in Detroit. As long as he works his tail off and he remains focused, I think he'll have a shot, right? And he may need to be able to play some special teams, which he has not done a lot of throughout his career. So that's something to be able to monitor for sure, right? Back into the roster type receivers, they've got to be able to play special teams. Can he do that? We'll find out. If Mims is ready to work, he'll have a great opportunity to make a name for himself in Detroit. Fresh start, really good offense, a lot of talent around him. Good quarterback that can manage and get the job done in this system at a high level. I can't wait to see how it plays out for Denzel Mims and the Detroit Lions.